Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Robin, and on today, we will be embroidering and doing an in the hoop baby wipe holder zipper bag. And this design is and was created by Shantae Stitching Hearts Incorporated. And I did purchase this design from off of YouTube, off of Etsy. I can hear a little feedback. Can everyone hear me okay? I hear an echo. So it seems like that's like the going thing, like the echo. I don't know why, but I'm going to try really hard to move on, but I can just hear it, and it's kind of startling when you hear okay, thank you so much, Jennifer Hancock. So again, I welcome everyone back to my hive. Everyone that is here watching the live, thank you so much for stopping by. And even if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for stopping by. So first, I want to go over the design. The design, it is a in the hoop baby wipe holder zipper bag. And typically, when you think of baby wipes, you think of them being just for a baby. However, I always keep baby wipes in my vehicle just so that I can have them like on the go, as well as hand sanitizer. So the hand sanitizer, I keep that, but it's something about just being able to wipe off your hands. So today, what I decided to do is kind of give the bag a little twist to like an adult baby wipe bag, and it is typically used like you put them in your vehicle. And if you wanted to put them in various places within your home, maybe in the family room or something like that, you can, I'll leave it up to your discretion, but I just didn't want you to think that this was just for a baby. The one that we're doing today, I'm going to kind of switch and change and rearrange, like as far as like skipping various steps, because I thought for what I'm using it for my vehicle, that I don't have to have my name on it. I just need it to be a nice pouch, and it's a great design. And I thought, why not stitch it out with your crafty friends? So, without further ado, what I'm going to do is first say hello to my guests, and then we'll get started with hooping the design, and I'll show you all the supplies. So let me start from the top. Hello, DB. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I see that you're in the dinner bushes. Thank you. Hello, Alice B. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss Sharon Davenport. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Jennifer Hancock. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Spilling the Diversity. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Papyrus Petal Designs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Mary Brown. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Up Design Customs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let me see. I believe I'm almost, yes, I'm down to the bottom. And let me make sure I did not skip over anyone. Let me say again, welcome, Mary Brown. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone. And as I'm going down the list, I don't want to miss anyone, of course. And sometimes when the chat is moving, you're like, oh, don't want to miss, don't want to miss. Yes, thank you so much, Spilling the Diversity. If you haven't had a chance to do so already, please hit the like button. It will be greatly appreciated. I thank you so much. So, before we go over to the embroidery machine or add it to the screen, what I'm going to do is at my desk and show you all the supplies. So let me add my desk. So I'm just going to kind of minimize myself and maximize the desk. So let me minimize myself and maximize my desk. So, I have to slide in my tray. So here we go with, let me see, the back of and I'm not sure if anyone has seen um, Stitching Hearts by Shantae, if anyone saw her do the baby white bag or baby white holder zipper bag before. This is a beautiful design. So here I've already, for the sake of time, hooked the back of the bag and stitched it out. And I used the cutaway black stabilizer, which coordinates really well. And as you can see, the back looked just as nice as the front. And it is quilted. And I cut out two of the same design because I want to do two of them. So going over the supplies, I do and will be using my 14 and a, let me get this right. So the hoop that we'll be using is the 7.9 by 14 by 2 embroidery hoop. And so I've already, for the second time, did the back. So we will be doing the front during this live. And this will be the first time I am hooping the stabilizer, but I'm using plastic sheeting. And here is the plastic sheeting that was purchased from Home Depot. And hopefully you're not hearing that feedback. Hello, Unbiased. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss Geneva Coleman. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, I'm having a good day. I hope everyone is having a good day. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks, Unbiased. Yeah, so this plastic sheeting, this is the first time that I'll be using this. And this is going to be in place of the stabilizer because once it cuts the hole for the wipes to come through, it will easily punch out when it starts to doing the satin stitch around the hole. Hello, Maker with Marilyn. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So this is the plastic sheeting that plastic sheeting that I'll be using. So this is hooped. And then shortly after that, it'll show me has various stops. I will be using just white embroidery thread, and I do have the lining, the batting. I also have a zipper. This is like a 15-inch zipper. And if I need to, I have some kind of like surgical tape that I will be, if need to hold anything back or down, I will be using this tape. And this is the tape with the little dots on there. I find that holds a lot better, especially on the um the faux vinyl, the faux leather. Then for my zipper, I always add like an extra little pull because the zipper that I have, it's small and sometimes you can't pull it. So to give you that extra leverage, I have an additional pull that I'll be adding. So I'm going to push everything back over and I'll put this here because this is just showing the quilting pattern, and we'll go ahead on over to the embroidery machine. So thanks so much. Thank you, Unbiased in Maryland. Thank you for being my moderator for today. And I have not had a chance to do this design prior to only the back. I haven't had a chance to do any other portion. So, so this is the first time. So we're going to be doing this together. So what I'm going to do right now is remove my desk and I'm going to maximize the embroidery machine. So let me go ahead and maximize the embroidery machine. And I do have the sound off, but I'm still hearing a little echo. It's a little different hearing that echo. But let me press on. Okay, so now that we are over here at the embroidery machine, and let me give you a good view of the machine. So that looks good. So as you can see, the sheathing, the plastic sheathing is already hooped. So the first stitch, and I have my instructions all printed out. And this design is everything is listed in the description box. If you would like to do this project, it is Stitching Hearts Inc. And the link is in the description box. And I have the instructions because I have to look at them because this is the first time I'm doing this project. So for step one, it looks like it's going to do an outline. So everything is hooped. We're just using white thread. And I'm going to go ahead and start the design. So we're on step one. So step one is going to give us an outline of the pouch as well as it's just the placement lines and the placement for me to place the zipper down. So that is stitching out. And then we'll secure the zipper using the tape. Hello, Kingsbury Craft. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, okay. Spilling the diversity. Wow, Vera said she keeps the Lysol wipes in her car. That's really good. Yes. Thank you, Jennifer Handpie. I thought that this was such a great idea, but I always take the actual bag when I go out to the store, and I like the Pampers brand because it doesn't leave a lot of lint. So I do like that brand. So now we are going to let me slide and get some room over here off to the side because I see you can see me just a little bit. So I'll keep the instructions off to the side, the scissors, and give the desk a little more room so that you can see me what I'm doing just a little bit when I have to bring the when I have to bring the hoop over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and unhoop her. Let me see here. So if I'm here in the bag and the zipper, so I can unhoop the hoop, and now we're going to take down the zipper. So I am going to, this is a very long zipper. I didn't realize it was that long. But we are going to place the zipper on the middle line and tape it down. And let me see if you can see me just a little. And I kind of line up the zipper, and I carefully go under the zipper here and make sure that it's lined up good. And then tape it down. And then I'll flip it on the opposite side and kind of look and make sure it's lined up as well. And then I'll tape it down. Then I'll go ahead and re-hoop her. So again, we will be skipping some of the steps. So now what I'm going to do after I secure the zipper, I'm going to have you make sure you have the zipper pull on the outside so that it can begin to stitch the zipper down. So that's looking pretty on point. So I am using a white zipper today. And then it'll skip over to the opposite side. Awesome. So that looks really good. So let me go ahead and see the next step. And we will go ahead. Awesome. So the next step, I put my vinyl off to the side, and I don't know why. And only thing I need is 12 inches. I have my vinyl, but I did not cut it. So it's this zipper bag is a 12 by 8-inch zipper bag. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut it now off at 12 inches. So I am measuring, and I'm just going to cut it. There's no need for me to have to do anything other than cutting it. Okay. So now that I've cut that off, I'm going to okay. So it looks like I have to add the lining. It says place the Place your back front and your front lining at the bottom edge of the zipper. Okay, I'm kind of getting a little confused. Okay, so I see. So what it's going to do as it's stitching the top, what I need, I see what I need to do. I see. So what it's going to do, I see. So it's two steps in one. That's what it is. It's two steps in one. So it's asking for the front piece, which is the faux leather, and it's asking for the lining. The lining will go at the back, on the back. So it's going to stitch both of them. So let me unhoop her. Let me unhoop. Let me get this together. I did not have time. Oops, sorry. I did not have time to do this prior to. So I'm at the top of the hoop. And I'm going to flip it over. Looking at the zipper line. Then I'm going to tape the backer on. And this is the lining. And I chose just plain black lining. Take a little piece of tape. Make sure that it's over the zipper line. And then I can tape that down. Okay, so now that I have that secure, and I can put like a little piece of tape just to hold it in place so it won't move around. Then I flip it on the front. And when I flip it on the front, yes, you can see me. Okay. Hello, Rosalind Lewis. Hello, Miss Diva Rose. Welcome in. So for the faux leather, I'll flip that on the outside, but over top of the line as well. Got it. And tape it down to secure it. And then the next step will be for it to go ahead and stitch it across. So let me bring this back to the embroidery machine now that I have this done. So I wanted to ask again, has anyone had a chance to do this design? I know I can't remember if I know anyone that has done this, but I just thought that it was just a great idea because I, use the baby wipes all the time. So let me go ahead. Awesome. So now what we're going to do, we have the front lining and we also have the, we taped it down and then we have the front piece. So we hoop them both on the wrong side. Okay. So now we can go and we're on step 3 and run the tack down stitch to secure the bag front and the front lining. So that's what we're doing now. We're securing the lining. Yes, hello. Creative Notions. Yes, be careful. Thank you, Marilyn. Yes. So, awesome. So now we just finished the front of the bag. Now we're going to bring that down and secure it with tape. And then we're going to run a U-shaped tack down around the bag. So let's take off all this excess tape. And we're just going to fold down the front, not anything else, just the front at this time. So okay. I'm really shocked that, oh, okay. So we'll bring this down and kind of finger press it down. We don't want to stretch it too far, but kind of finger press it down. And then we'll also use the tape to hold it in place. And I can reuse the same tape. And this tape will just hold it temporarily in place. So let's go ahead and run that tack down stitch. And this is the U-shaped tack down. Okay, so now that we have this in place, let me see here. So, yes. So now we should be on step 5. Awesome. So now we'll go ahead and run the quilting design. So this is step 5. So it'll run the quilting design. And the lining is still flipped up. We don't want to change the lining. We keep that still flipped up. So that is still flipped up. We did not change any of that. So see, here is the lining. And now we're running the quilting design. And what it's going to do, it's going to run that oval shape in the middle. Because we're on step 5. Yes. Run quilting design, it should be the oval space in the center point. Awesome. So let me get that. Okay. So this is why. Exactly. And you know what? I'm looking back at the chat. So I'm looking at Unbiased's response and stating that that is that is why she stayed away from Okay, let me make sure. Okay. So, what I wrote on here, that the next step is to run the placement line for the patch. I'm omitting the patch. Then I'm going to lay down the patch material and run the tack down. I'm omitting step 6, 7, 8, and 9. Run the zigzag for the patch. I'm omitting that as well. Number 9, add the word or the name to your patch. I'm omitting step 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what we are going to do next, it says remove hoop from machine and bring down the front lining panel on the back hoop. Okay, so Robin, let's get on over here to step 10. Let me show you what I am doing after lifting the presser foot. You can see that I'm here and I'm going to skip step 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 6, skip, skip 7, 8, and 9. So I should be at step 10. But before I hit go for 10, I have to bring this lining down. So let me unhoop her and bring the lining for the inside. Well, this is the front lining. So let me remove all my excess tape. Unbiased has a, a valid point, but that is why I would typically kind of before the live, days before, I would always go ahead and stitch out and have it ready. But I did not pre-stitch this design, which is okay. Which is okay. I decided, hey, why not do this with your crafty friend? So I have the lining down, and that step, so it's going to run the U shape. Okay, so it's going to run the U shape pattern, and this time when it's doing the U shape, what it's doing is doing the front lining. It's going to tack down the front lining. So we're at 10. I drop my presser foot back down, and we are going to go ahead. This is weird. So it looks like, okay, so I ran the U-shaped tack down. That didn't do that for 10. So now we're at 11. So it says run the placement line for the center oval. Remove from the hoop, remove hoop from the machine, and cut the oval out on the bag front. And then, so it looks like I must be missing something. We're going to remove from the hoop, and you see right here, the oval, what it wants me to do is go here on the back. And let me see if you're able to see that. And it wants me to go in the back and cut the stitches out. So let me get in there. And the only scissors that I do have, and for anyone that is came in, hello, Coretta Dangerfield, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Marissa Crafts, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Erica, welcome in. Hello, Bobby Laveau, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I apologize if I missed anyone. So right now, what it wants me to do is cut this lining without cutting, of course, the sheeting, which the sheeting is my stabilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut as close as I can to the stitches and not cut the stitches for this adult white baby white bag. And for everyone who just came in, this bag, baby white zipper bag, is I'm doing the adult styled one, and this is good to have in your vehicle. And I always keep baby wipes in my vehicle just so that we're able to wipe your hands when you need to. So it did say cut the back. So let me, okay, so run the placement line for the center oval, remove hoop from machine and cut out the oval on the bag front and on the front lining. Be sure to keep the stabilizer intact. So I have more work to do. So let me go ahead in my faux leather and cut here as well. And you just be really careful and go around the stitches. And I am using, for the first time, I am using the plastic sheeting. And the plastic sheeting was purchased from Home Depot. And it's right in the paint department. So a lot of times I've seen different content creators, they would use it to make patches. I haven't done so, but now that I have it in my craft room, I'm going to find the multiple uses for the plastic sheeting. So there's no need in having this big old roll and just do one project. We have to find more projects for it. So that was easy. So not too bad. Look at that. I love it. I love it. So I'll go ahead and rehoop her. So now that she's rehooped, I'll go ahead and start with put the presser foot down and start back with 11. And did I have any questions? Did anyone have any questions at this time? Hello, Sipping Crafts. Welcome in. Oh, yes. So, Marissa Crafts, let me know when you make yours and which design that you make. I saw so many different designs. And then I saw Shantae's, and I was like, oh, yes, I want that. Yes. I was really excited, but I don't have any little babies. But I, myself personally, with my grand girls and myself, we use the baby wipes all the time. And they're very useful. So now it's doing this satin stitch around the hole. And the hole, I like the Pampers brand of the wipes. And because I find that they don't leave a lot of links. So that is with the hole. And so it's doing the satin stitching around it. And when it does the satin stitch and using the plastic sheeting, it's really good because you're able to kind of like poke the hole through, and then you should have a good finish when you poke it out at the end. Yes. So we're on number 11. So it's almost, so I am on number 11. And number 11 is running this. Uh-oh. I heard something. Get ready. Oh, wow. I heard something. It just didn't sound too good. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. So it looks like a bird's nest or something was happening. Something's going on. So what I learned, I'm going to I have an extra phone in my hand. I'm going to take a picture of my screen, and it looks like everyone can still see the screen, but I'm going to take a picture of it just to see where I stopped off. And when I kind of get rid of this bird's nest, and I can see how it got jarred a little, and I'm going to pray that everything starts right back in place where it should. So let me go and get something to get this bird's nest unhooked. Okay, so I have the once I unhook, it's not coming off. So let me remove my extension on my table, and then I'll go under here and slice. Do not do this at home. This is a bird's nest under here. And I'm not sure why. And I removed the extension table, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and put everything back. I took a picture of where I left off, and I'm not going to mess with the hooping, although it feels a little loose, because it was jarred, I'm going to add the table back. Sorry for all the noise. Thanks everyone for being patient. I had another bird's nest, and I'm not sure why. So oftentimes, if it's happening in the bottom, excuse me, my throat just got dry. So oftentimes when it's happening in the bottom of the embroidery machine, it's something down there that's just not right. So I'm going to drop in a brand new bobbin and rethread her. I am also going to turn off the embroidery machine and turn it back on. And doing so, the machine, the Janome, has a feature that it knows where I stopped off and will attempt to go back. And I took a picture of the stitching that was stitched out thus far. I took a picture of it just so that I can see where I stopped off, so that I know that I'm kind of like started in the right position when it starts back up. Not sure why the bird nest happened, but it did. And we are going to try to get back on track. So let me turn off the embroidery machine. Then I'll turn it back on. And it's telling me to remove everything and keep my hands out of the way. And I'll state okay. Then it's going to ask me if I want to resume the previous stitch out. And is it okay for us to resume the last pattern? And I'll say okay. Then it'll go right back to where I was. And confirming the size hoop, the 7.9 by 14 by 2. Yes. That's a great feature if it bumps and hit the wall or a bird's nest. So I learned that when I went back to the sewing center. That was a great tip that the mechanic that worked on the Janomes and the Jukies, he told me to try that the next time. So let's see. So yeah, so I did check the bobbin and replaced it. So thank you so much, Unbiased. Yes, thank you. So, and Unbiased always tell me to go back. Okay. So I can see a little, I can see a whole lot of missing stitches. So let me go back some more. So I'm going to go back at least. I'm going back stitches now. So once I get past that, I'm going to go by that hole where I see some missing stitching. Yes. Okay, so that's good. And then I'll go ahead and start her back up. So that's right around the point where, okay, yes, because I was seeing like an empty, like dark spot. And I didn't want any stitches to be missing. So, kitchen knife to the rescue again. So thank you everyone for being patient with me while I do that repair on the unbiased peeking. Like, oh my goodness. Hello, Sipping Crafts. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Unbiased, like, oh Lord, what she done? What in the world has she done? Oh my goodness. So I don't know. Um, okay. So run the placement stitch for the bag hardware. I'm not doing any hardware. So what we're going to do is, okay. So what we can do, okay, so I want to skip steps 13 and 14. So we should be at, okay, so I don't know why I'm at 12, and it's telling me, it clearly states number 12 is going to run the finishing stitches around the oval, but the oval has already had, and I'm not using any hardware. That's why I'm skipping steps. So let me skip all the way to 14. And I have to open my zipper. And I'll go ahead, and it's only, okay. So I'm just taking off the extra tape that I was holding down the vinyl, the faux leather. And I have to open my zipper. So open the zipper at least halfway and secure it in place. So I have it halfway and secure it in place. And then place the bag back material on the front of the hoop, facing down, being sure to cover all the edges. Okay. So, as I showed in the beginning, here is the backer. The extra material that is around the backer, it's not needed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away the stabilizer. And I'm going to just cut the extra pieces away just so that it's not overwhelming me. So I'll go ahead and cut the extra black stabilizer away off of the backer piece. Okay, so I got all of that cut away. So 14, no hardware, place the bag back. Okay. So I opened up the zipper, and then I'm going to place the bag back material on the front of the hoop, facing down, being sure to cover all edges. Okay, so we got the back. And I'm going to match it up. And I'm matching up. Let me make sure you can see me. See how it has the stitches here? So I'm just going to match them up to put the stitches and kind of match them. And then take it down securely. And this is quilted side to quilted side. And I'll secure the other side. And I'll go to 14. Okay. So for some reason, I think I supposed to have, wait a minute. Larger. It's supposed to be over top. Okay, I made another mistake. So I'm on 15. Let me just take these couple of stitches out because I supposed to have it over top. See how I have the white zipper showing? It's supposed to be over top of the stitches. So user error, it has nothing to do with the instructions. The instructions are one step behind, but this right here is user error. This has nothing to do with the instructions. It's you have to read and reread when you're doing the hoop projects. And I typically do the in the hoop projects prior to actually coming on live. But today and here in the future, I want to try doing it. I want to, yeah, I'll still do it both ways. But sometimes if time doesn't allow me, then I'm just going to have to, let me pull my tape off. And it should have been over the zipper, Robin. So I matched up the side, but I also needed it to be matched up everywhere else. So it is matched up on the side. So thanks everyone for your patience. Because I made a mistake. Just I went I needed to be over top of this zipper. Oh, okay. This side looks great. So it's matching up really, really nicely. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I stopped it, but I am going to go back some stitches. Okay, so I'm going back to 15. I'm going to, okay, so I'll put the presser foot down and then start 15 back over. So it went over the zipper. So that was that noise that you heard. Awesome. So it's going over, okay, back down. And it's really securing and sandwiching both parts together. So that's awesome. That's great. Woo, Lord. Thank you, Shay Shay. Yes, I loved it. I really, so it just went back over the zipper, and when it goes over the zipper, it gives me a bit of anxiety when it goes over the zipper, because I'm like, oh, please, 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 please don't break. So looks like we are going to the last step. We're getting there. So now we have the everything stitched together. I need to remove it from the hoop, and then it's asking me to go ahead and place the lining, the other piece of lining on. So I'm excited. Yes. So this is great. Great, great, great. So I'm just removing what you see I'm cutting is those extra like stitches, the long tails. When I stop the machine, it has those long tails, and I don't want it to get hooked up on anything. But yes, thanks everyone. Hello, Dennis, Doris, Leonard. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks everyone for being here. Hey, Shay Shay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone being here. This is exciting. And again, tonight we are doing the adult baby wipe bag. And I just recommend that everybody have the baby wipes in their vehicle. So this is a great pattern, a great stitch out to have in your vehicle, the baby wipes. It's not just for babies, adults. This is great for, having it so that you can wash your hands whenever needed. So now I remove from the machine and flip it over, add the lining facing down and secure it with tape. Front lining and back lining should be facing each other. Run lining, tack down stitches. There will be a turning opening at the bottom. So it will leave a little bottom. Okay. So now I'll get a chance to rehoop her. And we at the home stretch. I'm excited. So now we have that down, and it's going to leave an opening. So let's do it. Awesome. Yay! And this particular stitch, you will have an opening, and the opening is for you to be able to flip everything inside out. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy you made it home, Creative Notion, safely. Oh, Lord. Whew, that was a little scary. When it go over that hump for the... So, this is the end. Yeah. Oh, I will be making one for my entire family. I will do more of these because I already know then I'm going to love this project. So let's go over to my desk so you can see me flip it inside out and insert the whites. So now that we are done over here at the embroidery machine, I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'll put my instructions and I'll bring the chat over. And if I missed anyone coming in, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you being here. Yes. Oh, hello, retired crafter. Welcome in, retired crafter 22. Oh, thank you, Creative Notions. Thank you. So let me change my screen up and we will go ahead and at this time I can remove my embroidery machine because we are done with her. And I will maximize my desk so that you can see me unhoop everything. And let me make sure I have my scissors nearby. And I'm going to use my paper scissors. Okay, so I am going to, at this time, let me move some of this extra. Okay. So how you take it off of the hoop, you just flick these two levers, and then you just lift the top portion of the hoop, remove your project from the hoop. Then I put everything together and I make it a strong habit. I am not perfect, but I make it a habit of after I've taken my project out, put the hoop back in the drawer just so that I won't, or, you know, anyone will take and possibly step on the hoop. And any accidents could happen. And I don't want to ruin the hoop and have to repurchase a hoop unnecessary. So yes. So now we are going to go ahead and remove everything. So let me see where that hole for the lining. So here you can see they left this hole right here. See how it's not stitched? So this is where it's showing you to flip the design inside out. So I'll go ahead, take off the excess tape, and then I'll begin to do a lot of cutaway. And this was going to be cut away anyway, so there's really no need for me to. And you want to leave a little extra because the hole when you flip it. Hello, D. Wilson. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So the extra material that we have here, you want to leave a little extra so that you can use your hem tape. You can sew it closed. I'm in need of a sewing machine right now, and I won't be sewing it closed. But I will use the hem tape to close it. And let me see here. And then you just go ahead on across. And you can cut the extra portion of the zipper off. So let me go around and down. And be careful not to cut your stitches. Okay, yes. Oh, that's okay. Retired crafter, you are fine. So I have that cut, and then we'll go ahead on around, and I'll leave the extra material just so that I'll have enough to use the hem tape. And again, I, on this design, what I did was I skipped the portion of the design where it had you add a patch. I It wasn't necessary for me to have my name on the bag. If you wish to have your name on your bag, you can do so. I'm pretty sure if it's a new mom or something like that, that she would want her baby to have her name or his name on the bag. Um, I'm pretty sure when Shay Shay does this stitch out, Shay Shay would have her name on the bag, but it's really, up to you. It's really up to you. You can use the patch. You can put an inspirational message on yours. Um, and then I also skip the hardware. I am not attaching this to anything. It's just going to sit in the glove box or in the back of the seat where you have the little pockets. And that's the only, place that my wipes, they always sit there anyway. So I'll go ahead, flip this inside out, and see how I did. So I was able to maneuver around the directions really good. It's a great stitch out. I'm very pleased with what I feel thus far. And right here, I have the hole. So you can see once you take and press, when you use this plastic sheeting, once you press on that hole, you can see I have some cleanup to do because this is where I had my do my little surgery on my bird's nest. But you can see right here how easily that came out. Look at that. That came out perfect when you use the plastic sheeting as your stabilizer. So that was awesome. I love that idea. It makes it so much easier. And now, with you getting the zipper out, this is another great way of using the plastic sheeting. See how I'm just cutting through here like butter? And it's just cutting away. And I'm using my seam ripper here. So and I'm getting to the zipper because the zipper is a bit closed off. And I can use, my scissors and not have to worry with cutting my design apart because I've already opened up the majority of it with, yes. And then, once you get your scissors, you just push and it'll just cut carefully, cut everything. So this is nice to cut that plastic from around the zipper. And then I'll go on the other side to get the excess off of this side. And you can also use the seam ripper as well. I just want to remove as much as this plastic because I'm pretty sure, you've experienced plastic or anything else getting into your zipper and then you're not able to open and close it the way you want. So I'm using the seam ripper, and once I get a straight point, my seam ripper is nice and sharp. And then you just push, push, carefully push, 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 push. And the plastic comes right off. And you can pull it and tear it as well. I just did that and it pulled really good. So get all this extra stuff out of the way. And I'm opening up the bag. This is awesome. I like what okay, I just feel some tape in here that Robin always using up some tape. And then you just open. What I'm doing is it's upside down, but I can stick my hand through the hole. And opening up the zipper. I feel a little struggle with the zipper. I don't know why. Possibly Robin's creations, Robin using too much tape. And that was the tape that I used, and I had to use it to take down the hardware. That was the stitches. So now it's removed. And I'm going to flip it inside out. It is looking really nice. I just see some stitches I have to cut off around the circle. Awesome. It is looking really nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Stitching Hearts. Awesome. Thank you, Shantae. So I need to get some type of mending to fix my stitches. Look at that. Look at that. This looks really nice. So I can go ahead and add the whites. And I do have mine in the car. These are the ones that I leave in my craft room. And look at this. Look at this. Wow, this is perfect. I love it. Oh, wow. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, I have to do this again and again and again. I'm going to be a professional bag maker. Oh my goodness. I love it. I am tickled pink. Yes, Shay Shay. You need to make a pink one. Exactly, Shay Shay. I do. I do. I really do. And I have some pink faux leather as well. Oh my goodness. This turned out really nice. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Creative Notions. Hello, Erica McNeil. Thank you. Geneva Coleman. Thank you. And thank you for Paris Pedal Design. Thank you, Retired. Thank you, everyone. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is really nice. And so the baby wipes come in different ounces. So in my vehicle, I have the larger one, so it will sit up a bit higher. And then there's room. There is room. So I love this. I really do. This is I am tickled. So I'm going to remember that this week I am going to turn on my community to my YouTube, and I'm going to, after today, if you do this design, if you could please add it to my community, just so like if you do any of the designs, any of the bags that I've stitched out, or any of the cards, please add it to my community. I would love to see what everyone is doing. So it's right where the posting. Let me change the screens just a little bit. Just so that I am, yes, on screen and not talking, you're not talking to my hands. Yes. So if you are so back to the community page is where you do the post. So if you do any of the bags or anything like that, if you could post them, and just so that we can keep one another inspired. And it keeps on asking me to um allow all my crafty friends to be able to post on my community post. And I would like to open it up so that if you've done one of the designs that we've done on the live, I would like to see. And I would like to open that feature just to see how it goes. And as long as it's, hello, creating with Tuck, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if I miss anyone, I do apologize. I'm pretty sure that my moderators definitely caught you, but I wanted, of course, to say hello as well. But this baby white zipper bag holder, and it is by Shantae Stitching Hearts Incorporated. The design, I purchased this design from Etsy. And if you haven't had a chance to go out and purchase this design from Shantae, it is a great design. It's a great idea. I love the quilting. Look at this. Look at this. It's this is beautiful. Great, and I mean great instructions. I mean, I love it. This is the first time I was able to use the plastic sheeting. Look at all this sheeting. And I want to use all of it. I need more projects. I absolutely love it. I mean, come on now. And I found that some of um some of the other in the hoop projects that I have coming up soon, it was asking for sheeting, or it was asking for the what is it, the it was asking for different stabilizers that I do not have. So now I have to go back to Hobby Lobby and, kind of see what is the cost for the various water solubles. And it was just like, to name just like three. So what I've been doing this past week is trying to batch record different things that I do here in my craft room. And I'm like, I do not have that. I do not have this, that, and the third, but it's time for me to get it. So, so I'm like, okay. So I'm back at, oh, okay. So I thought that you could see my face, but you could not all this time. I tell you, it's so many screens that are open now in StreamYard. And it's like, I'm looking down and thinking you're looking at me. But does anyone? Oh, okay. So there was a question I was going to ask. Did anyone have any other questions before we go? And Spilling the Diversity was asking, Robin, is your car black? No, my car is white. Yes. Um, but the interior is black. um to answer, yes, so the interior is black. And I have like a bag that swings like from seat to seat, the passenger seat to the driver's seat. and it's all bling on the back side of it. And I have baby wipes and I have um paper towels, but the paper towels now come in sheets. So the paper towels are in sheets. And I just keep paper towels and wipes. I love it. So maybe I can design a design to go around them paper towels. Because you don't want them to get soiled or anything. So it may be a good, idea. So yes, yes, Vera, it does. It matches. Yes, it does. And then that was what the white stitching I did, and I used the white zipper to coordinate. Yes. And did I have any other questions? Did anyone had anything else to ask before we go? I enjoyed this stitch out. I enjoyed my time here this evening with everyone. I enjoyed myself. How about you? I enjoyed it. So, if I don't have any other questions or comments, I don't. Okay. So if I don't have any, I want to just say until next time, I want everyone to stay creative, stay inspired, and remember to bloom where you are planted. Bye. Good night. Oh, yes, Vera. The black and white is her logo colors. That's awesome. Good night, everyone. Thanks.